Once again, I'm back. Word on the street with Sandrock and Gregb.
Hey, yup.
Yeah. So today we just gonna talk about a lot of stuff that's still going on in Rocky Mount with the city council. We're gonna talk a little about the OIC situation, the eminent domain, Herman T. spot, the light bill. We'll touch on a lot of things, that need to be touched on in the city, and the SB 473 bill. That's touch on that, why we need that bill to pass for the people of Rocky Mountain. So what's the first thing we're gonna talk about, Gregb?
All right. First thing is, why are Andre complaining about SB 473? And then claiming that it's a racist act against the black leadership of Rocky Mountain.
Black leadership?
Yeah, where that come from?
I don't know where they at.
Me either. Because they ain't doing nothing for the black community.
They don't fail on everything that's in the city.
Man, listen. If you black, you fake, and you belong to the Rocky Mountain NAACP or Dr. Spillman, the head of the state branch of the NAACP, before you pick sides and make the comment that Andre said he paid $180,000, and you believe him, and you have a gut feeling that's gas, brother, go take a pill for that.
It's gas.
Talk to the people. This is the reason why the black people, the young black people, don't like the NAACP, and they would rather join Black Lives Matters or the Black Panthers, because y'all are out of touch with the black community, especially the young black community.
Yeah, the Black Caucus and the NAACP, the Southern Baptists, we ain't dealing with those guys. Those guys are only in for make money for themselves and their group of people. Mr. Andre Knight, is a black man, but he don't speak on issues for us. Let me tell y'all people, it's three sides of black people. You have the rich side, you have the middle class, you have the poor. He's speaking on a group of people. He's not speaking as all black people, because the poor people want him to go. There's more poor people and people living in poverty than anything. See, my people are the ones that came up like me, white, black, Mexican, Chinese. It don't make no difference. I don't look at the color of black. If you came up like I came up, you still struggling and everything, you are my people, no matter what color. He don't speak for those people.
Nope.
He don't speak for those. He speaks for the people that already socialize with him, with like the fraternities,
or profiting from what he's doing.
Probably doing favor. He speaks on those group of people, the Shriners and all that type of stuff. He don't speak for us people, and that's what we want people to know. When he said my people don't want me to step down, get right now. We want you to step down. Matter of fact, we want you to get away from here.
Because they want him to do what?
Get. They want him to get. Well, man, we have no respect for Andre Knight. We just had Lil Raleigh Day, my cousin and everybody. All those uppity people. It was more young people out there. All them uppity people, they didn't even come over there by the young people. Andre Knight came out there. He went straight over to the older people. See, that's the detached from the community. Young people see what's going on and they want their place. And we're going to take it with all means necessary. It don't make no difference. We going to vote one way. That's the new rule going out in this community. We are voting one way. We ain't voting on no Democrat. We ain't voting on Republican. We are voting as independent and what best for us. Who the person best for us? It can be a Republican, it can be a Democrat. Don't mean are independent. So I'm just letting people know, SB 473, Andre is not speaking for the whole black community.
At all.
He don't speak. Because those people that struggle with them light bills, that they get cut off for $1.50, then they got to pay the reconnection fee for $29 get the lights turned on. He don't speak for that. He don't speak for them people that light bills $800 and $400 some dollars and paying it on the regular while he got away with it. You know what I'm saying? $47,000. They wrote that off. I had no problem when they wrote it off. But the problem I got, they come back and write, he was still in the hole with $3,000. And they wrote that off. We have a problem, people. Houston, we have a problem.
Yeah, that rocket still ain't left. It's a problem. Them dudes, hey, listen, man. It's going to take the younger people to get together to weaponize and get these dudes out of here. The older people set in their ways. They don't have a platform. They not doing for the black community. Anytime you got a whole black community on the Escom side that's short pharmacies, short gas stations, short any kind of economic development, and that money's going somewhere else, instead of making that area attractive to businesses where they'll say, well, okay, we want to go in and put a CVS here or put a Walgreens here. Mm-hmm. They want to turn around and make the downtown allegedly, where people will want to come spend money. People ride through the downtown.
They don't stop.
301 is where everybody go. Nobody goes downtown. They go through downtown.
They putting it's like what they doing is what Bugsy Siegel did in the 1930s. He told the mob that I could make this motel and it's gonna jump when I build a motel. Well, the mob gave him $5 million to help him build a motel. But when the day where grand opening came, man, it won't nothing but like maybe 60 or 70 people, but half of them was the mob. And after that, they had them assassinated. They killed them. But 50, 60 years later, Vegas became Vegas because of what his vision was. It didn't happen then. But see, that's what I'm trying to tell the people. Rocky Mountain going to grow years down the road, but it's not going to happen when they're trying to make it
happen. Not under their leadership.
No, not under their leadership. It's not going to happen.
Because them dudes,
they for sale. All them buildings downtown is Mr. Knight, Virginia Knight own. They got grant money. That man got mad grant money, people. We ain't talking about
what grant money, not taxpayer.
Man, he got grant money from the government, man. As a taxpayer, how you want to put, he got some money, yo. He got some money on each building. And got 3 PPP loans. This man is caking down there. And he called y'all some stupid black people. That's what he basically saying. Y'all stupid. I can do whatever. I can steal money and do whatever. Y'all still gonna vote for Andre Knight, AK-47. I ain't. My whole family is against him. No, they don't like a man that don't pay his debt back. A man that don't pay his debt can't eat.
Hey, that's how it is in the African countries.
Yeah.
A man don't work, you don't eat. Period.
And he ain't working, but he eating off of y'all.
Yeah, taxpayers.
Come on, man.
The other thing is, you got Dr. Spearman, NAACP state rep. He's the guy who put his credibility on the line for 2 city council members. Now, mind you, he went on and said that he thinks SB 473 is racist, and that Andre Knight told him that he paid $180,000, even after Beth Woods showed the email where 2 city managers got with Rocky Mount Collections for the utility bills portion of the city and told them to stop asking Andre for that money. 2 different city managers. And you know why there's 2?
What's their name?
Because these guys been there for over 2 decades doing exactly what they doing right now.
So y'all black people stupid.
It's crazy.
I might look stupid, but I ain't stupid. I'm very smart when it comes to all this gift a gang, this getting over stuff. I can read that a mile apart. Some of y'all just don't have that. Y'all just don't have that. But this NAACP guy, where he was at when everybody been calling Raleigh? You can't get him. They always talk about Mr. Knight doing a great job down there. Yeah, he's doing this. Man, that man ain't doing nothing. See, this is the problem. You can't sit on these boards and you have a conflict. Somebody in the community have a conflict with the city, and you sit on the NAACP board and it's a racial issue. You sit on 2 boards.
And city council and OIC.
See, you're supposed to protect the citizens first. But your job is protecting your own pockets. I got to get this black person out of the way because they putting heat on me. I'm going to throw them to the left. That's why people, all you people that call Andre Knight, he's the hardest man to get in touch with. But when that Gregb money come out, he the first man to get in touch with that Gregb money. I don't understand. When that money come up, he the first man in line. But when you need to call for a problem, you can't even call him. You can't get him. You got to call this man, that man, and he ain't going to answer.
Man.
It's
So you got a better chance to get in touch with Joe Biden than Andre Knight.
Oh, yeah, Joe Biden was a barber.
Barber?
Yeah. And he stayed right around the corner.
Yeah, hey, ain't that crazy?
Man, it's crazy.
Right
man.
in the city.
Man, it's crazy.
And the other thing I got is these fake black organizations who do nothing for the black community, but they only come out when certain city councilmen got issues.
Listen, people, listen to this. Certain city council, when they getting jailed, punched, cooked, and all that, they bring out, release the Kraken. Release the Kraken.
Yes.
Because they can't handle this heat.
At all. But they not even, you got to think, one of them belongs is the city councilman's son. They not there doing nothing for the black community.
The one that smoke marijuana, is it?
Huh?
The one you had. They tell the police, John, because you don't know who my daddy is. My daddy is Room Blackwell.
Oh, no,
he
man.
He tell the police that.
He didn't tell the cops that.
You don't give the power to your son. This sound like a Godard movie. You remember Godard had his son? Had his son. Yeah, that's what it is.
Come on, man. Tell me that boy didn't tell the cops that.
Yeah, he told the cops that. No, that's just talk. He got caught smoking marijuana.
That's word on the street, people.
Nah, that's facts.
That's facts?
Word on the street and facts. He just like, you don't know my father is? My father's Room Blackwell. See, that's when I have a problem. You're using your power, brother. You're using your power because your daddy runs the police. People, you better get this. Can your grandson do that? Can your child do that? If they can't do that, that's why we need to get this joke out because his family is doing good. They are bruising the power. If that was my son and I was on a fishing and roofing place.
So what happened though? I don't know what the story is.
He went through a dry roadblock and the police smelled weed and he getting all jumps on the phone, told the police, call Chief Robinson. Chief Robinson, what you doing calling me for? No, call my daddy. My daddy. Yeah, my daddy. It's a city councilman. Man, I'm like, whoa, come on, bro. I used to break the law. You can't do that. You're putting heat on your daddy.
Wow.
This is what we got going on here.
Ain't he the dude that's the head of the Black
Action Committee? You need a drug test everyone in there, every young person in there, because they smoking weed, bro. You need a drug test. They're a joke. I don't see him in the hood. I don't see him in the neighborhood doing nothing. Everybody in the Black Action Committee, Rocky Mount Black. Listen, then Rocky Mount put their name on it. Look. What the citizens gonna say? Don't put your name on, so you can be the Black Action Committee, but you can't be the Rocky Mount Black Action Committee. You see what I'm saying? These young kids, and they don't know no better. These babies, these 18s and 17-year-olds that's running out there. We got 17, 18 years old. Y'all ain't putting no work in the street. You don't even know the 20 years of history because you don't know what's going on. You just going on what somebody telling you. Half of you probably ain't never got powdered milk, honey, welfare cheese, never spent the food stamp, or none of that. You never went through the struggles. Man, so how can you go and tell people about politics that you never been through the struggles?
That cheese was
the Rocky Mount Black Action Committee is I ain't gonna say it's fake, but it's some BS. They don't pay
if they not doing it. Listen, if you got black anywhere in your organization's name, and you're not doing nothing to help the blacks in Edgecombe, to do something for the people over there, fake organization.
And that's the thing.
You only come out when something's got to do with certain city council members. Then you want to claim it's racist, make City Hall or Rocky Mount white again. Really?
Yeah.
You sitting there talking about how the people that called in the Beth Woods John was a white supremacist organization and all of this other garbage. I guess I must be a part of the white supremacists.
Me too.
I promise you they won't take me because of my skin tone. Because I'm one of the people that called. I'm one of them 200-something calls because I'm sick of what's going on in the city.
Tell them again, brother.
I'm sick of it.
You're a taxpayer. You bought a house here.
I bought a house here.
Yeah, so,
if you go out and buy a bag of chips, they're going to take a city tax from you.
That's right.
So everybody should be mad.
Talk that talk, baby. Walk that walk.
Sick of them cats, man.
Yeah, because you're making young people look bad. The only people that do this type of stuff, the man had a statistic. The baby boomers and the millennials are the only people that really pushing that sexuality origins on people. I understand the baby boomers and the millennials. He skipped the whole generation. The generation he skipped was the Generation X generation. Because Generation X generation was getting ass whoopings when they mess up. Yeah. They was in the field with their parents working. Some of us didn't turn out so great, but we have that our parents had instilled us in for right and wrong. We know that. See, the millennials had got away with it because they've been spoiled. Even though they mess up, they still get an iPad. You see what I'm saying? That's why they don't know no better. And the oldest people know better, but they want to be comfortable still sitting in that same area. I stay in a $70,000 house. I got my disability. I got my pension. I ain't worried with them fools. Them young boys out there doing it. See, y'all voices ain't heard no more. Big mama gone. Y'all granddaddy's gone. So now it's the Generation Z got to take over where the baby boomers left off. They dropped the ball. We got to pick it up. So that's why we outspoken. That's why we mad. Because we see bullshit when it's bullshit. That's it.
This ain't the only city I've lived in, and I've been in cities where they gonna get you out of there.
Yeah.
And you're not gonna keep stealing and doing stuff you ain't supposed to do that everybody knows nefarious.
Mm-hmm.
Other joint I want to hit on is how certain council members can weaponize the city council to do exactly as they please because we have a very weak, invisible city council in the city of Rocky Mount. The only one in that city council who speaks against the corruption is Daughtridge. Daughtridge or I can't pronounce the man's name, and I'm sorry for messing up your name, brother. But that man, even before he became a city council member, was on their behinds for what they doing. These guys been in there almost 2 decades, and they've been doing exactly what they've been doing. Mm-hmm. And it's a shame.
And people got to understand this. You know, I like lies. You know, he's one of my friends. No matter what people say, want to take it to the race course. But let me tell you something. I'd rather be somebody that's going by the book. When you go by the book, that means that you know what you can and cannot do.
Exactly.
And lies just want to know, like, I'm going to just bring it back to my people. When you get out of prison or you're looking for a job, you go to Kelly Temporary Service. They tell you, oh, you have to be out 5 years before I give you the job. Or they say, you've been out 5 years, but you got to take this drug test to go to this job. Rules are rules, people. Why we don't understand that in the black community? Everybody want to look out in the handout. Oh, I know Andre, he can get me that. I know Rumi can get me that. I know Walker, he can get me that. I know Richard Joyner can get me that. That's been going on for a long time. I don't mind that you do it sometime. But you give it to the same people, brother. What's up with that? What's up with that? They ain't showing no fairness to other blacks. See the same people getting the same money. That's a problem. That's nepotism and that's being biased. And that's what the 473, SB 473 is going to stop.
Yeah.
People understand it. You look back 4 or 5 years and look at all this money they kept giving to the same person. That's where it stopped. It stops for you to keep giving that money to the same people, give it to somebody else. Be honest. We got to be honest sometimes. Sometimes we got to check our own people, man. We got to check our own people. And they ain't talking about, I'm not going to make this a black and white. We talking about people as everybody. People could be, I could be black and that white guy that's my people. So don't look at us as black. We got to check our own people for keep trying to get his money to the same people they working with.
Well, one of the things that I was talking about is how certain councilmen use the city council. They weaponize the city council to do what they want in the city. One of the things is the city council is very weak. You got these two guys that run the city council and the city like they mobsters, like they gangsters, and they have everybody on the city council scared of them except for maybe one councilman. One of the examples I'm talking about is one of the things that Beth Woods touched on when she showed the email, or the email was on the news, where they showed two previous city council members who told the collections portion of the Rocky Mount Utilities Office to stop asking a certain councilman about his council bill, where most of us would have been in the dark. Okay. These councilmen, one of them came on WRAL and said, we made the corrections that Beth Woods told us to make. Do you know what that correction was, or one of these corrections? They weaponized the city council to vote to take the collections portion of the the utility bill company. They weaponized them to use their vote to take the collections portion from Rocky Mount Collections and put it under the control of the city manager.
Wow. Y'all don't get that, do you?
Y'all don't get it.
You better wake up and get it. That means that once she did that, they can hide what they want to hide and give who they want to give, freely utilities and everything, because it's in control of the city manager. They made her the control over everything. So at the end of the day, that's smart what they do, because when the ball drops, you're going down for everything.
They don't have to ask no more.
That's what's going to happen, because I know how the feds work, and I'm just taking one, and why they ain't been locked up yet. Get!
The other thing that I'm saying as far as them using the city council to weaponize some of their decisions, got an issue right now. You got a black man. Now, mind you, they talking black this, black that, and they doing nothing for the black community. Right now, you have a black man who's fighting to keep his property because they weaponized the city council after they came at him and offered him $260,000 for his property. I guess he was moving too slow for him, or maybe he wanted more for his property. So what they did was weaponized the city council, took a vote, and decided to declare this man's property eminent domain.
Wow.
Which means they can take this man's property with the city council vote. Now, if they can do this to him, they can do this to anybody in the city of Rocky Mount.
In the city. They building their power stroke. But let me tell you something about that. I did a video with Herman T, and I ain't released it yet because I'm waiting on the right time to release it, because I go back and edit a lot of stuff. But let me tell you something about Herman T. Herman T been on that block for 61 years. He have gave out more in this community than any other of them city council ever stayed up there. I don't care who you is. He have people with houses, light bill, and everything. Herman T is the legend of Rocky Mount downtown. He's the last dinosaur. But check this out. This is crazy. When Ruben came in town, Ruben used to get his hair cut down there. Andre used to get his hair cut down. He was their mentor. He used to talk to them. Chris Miller used to go out there to his club with her husband, dance away, drinking, all that type of stuff. He met Sandy Robinson during election time. And all them people that he know up there on that city council, and only one he probably don't know like that is Lyle Dorcher. But let me tell you something. It was a unanimous decision to take his property. And the reason why I'm pissed off about this, people, understand this. If anybody know the law and all this stuff, he knew them. They didn't even supposed to have voted him.
Wow.
Somebody's supposed to, I got to accuse myself because I know him personally. All of them know him personally. But guess what? They're using their power. They don't care. We're going to take that. And the reason why they taking it, people, that place that they let Mr. Ed move in there free and paid for free. Ed went in that building, that Prime Smokehouse for free. He didn't even really put no money. The city paid for everything. See, the city's trying to take their whole block, even Thorpe, game room, all them buildings behind that whole block. The city want to take it because of for the event center, what they got planned. But see, this is the problem. They say it's a bad culvert under there. Herman T has no problem. But Herman T said, well, if it was a bad culvert, you need to go down there and check all the downtowns and see it's bad culvert and take their property too. And that's what, I agree with him. But Mr. Knight got the hospital right down Rose Street. If there's a bad culvert in the area, don't you think they should take that property on Rose Street, Mr. Knight? They ain't gonna take his property, but he voted on take that property. It might be a bad culvert over there, but they ain't gonna vote and take that property from him. And people gotta look at this. If they take it for domain, Mr. Knight, vote on your church then. Get that out of there. You're blocking the parking lot with that church down there. Get that out for domain. Come on, everybody say it look bad down there. Move the church to the cemetery that we cleaned up, Union Cemetery. It'll be a great little thing out there for the church. Put it out there.
So why isn't that church, ugly church, sitting in the middle of the parking lot of the event center? Why is that church sitting there? And like you said, why is it that eminent domain?
That's eminent domain too. So y'all guys got to understand this. When you talk about somebody else, clean out your back door first before you start talking about things.
Wow.
Because it's bad people. It is bad culverts everywhere downtown. Down in the Tarver block, it's bad culverts down there. They ain't telling you. Why you gonna pick on this one black man while you don't pick on the whole city and fix the whole city up?
But wasn't it a church or something that had a bad culvert and the city
fixed
it up?
It's 501. It's right by the police. It's either on Tarver Street because it sits in the middle. Tarver Street.
Next to the fire department.
Or Coker Road. 501. Coker Road or Tarver Street. That had a bad culvert. Anybody know that church had a bad culvert back there for years. It used to have a shed back there. If you ride by there now, they paid a man like $100,000, and plus they fixed this culvert back there. Now it's a ditch back there. It wasn't a ditch before. They fixed the culverts and made it into a ditch. Now the water's running through the street on the other side of the street for free. For free.
Who did that?
The city. For free.
Wow.
I figured this game out. This game, Gregb, you need to get a church. You only look out for church people. That's what I figured. The church need that. The church got members. Y'all must be doing something in the background.
Tell you what, I don't play with God like that.
I don't play with God either.
I don't want no problems.
I don't play with
all
God.
These guys running around here they're supposed to be ministers and all of this, and you claim you got a wife, and you claim you got a girlfriend.
That's another
But
chapter.
you know I saw you doing what you was doing, living nefariously, doing what you was doing. I saw you. You ain't right. And the crazy thing about that is, you know I saw you. And then you're going to turn around and try to hide and want to try to speak with the, hey, brother. Nah, bro. We ain't brothers. We ain't brothers.
I know that's right.
You grimy.
I ain't
and want to pray
yet.
at the city council meeting.
Yeah, ain't. That's what people got to understand.
I don't play with God like you do.
I don't play with God.
And you going to burn big ass blue flame. You going to burn for that shit.
See, the thing that I feel, my man, I have passion for God. God got me out here going forth like a warrior, like Moses. Let your people go, lead your people out of this burning flame and everything. But understand this. When Moses left Egypt, the man that had his people in slavery looked just like Moses. Understand that. It wasn't a white man. It was the same complexion as Moses. Well, I'm trying to tell you, stop looking when people say it's the white man. Look at your people first. Because they want you to get you to look over there, but it's going on in front of your face. That's what people don't understand. You got to stop looking where it's smoke at. Because where smoke is fire. But that's where they want you to look at where there's something going on, but it's going on in front of your face. Understand that people that's homosexuality, that's gay and all that, I respect you.
No problem with
I respect you when you belong to the LGBT community and all that. That's what's up. You admitting to what you is.
But the fake ones,
the fake ones, the hiders in the closet still.
Shit.
Got one Timberland boot out and a heel on the other side. Man, I got problems with that. People better realize.
I was doing the Tim and the Hill.
People better realize why I go so hard at some of these jokers, man. I can't do that.
Killing me, man.
I can't do that. I can't be a pastor and know that you might have slept with a man the other night and then I'm dapping you up. Nah, I can't do that, bro. I can't do that.
Oh.
And then you were sworn in on the Bible to protect the city. All 4 of you pastors up there, even the 5th pastor, Nehemiah, and you be taking up from people. That's why I got people looking at the show now. Older and younger people looking at you, and I tell what's going on. They look and they be looking and call me like, those guys are really.
Hey, I don't get it. Like you sitting there, you playing with God. You playing with God. Like I saw you. I saw you.
And,
saw you.
And the thing, and another
with
thing,
your friend.
and another,
I saw you.
And another thing, people, I'm gonna go hard regardless of whatever you throw at me, and that's me. I've been a leader all my life. I ain't following none of you suckers. But let me tell you something. I went to the city council 2 weeks ago, and I ain't gonna call their names. I'm gonna call their football numbers out. City council City council sent a call to the officer downstairs to check me and see that I left out there driving. Last Saturday, Friday, I have got a summons to go to court with driving out license. They're using their power.
Weaponizing the police.
Putting the pressure on the police to look at San Rafael all day with all this stuff going on. But the people that done that, if you play sports, you know the numbers. And the numbers I'm telling, these are the wards that they sit in. Tom Brady, number 12. Aaron Rodgers, number 12. LaDainian Thomas, number 21. Charles Woodson, number 21. Zeke Ellis, 21. John Stockton, basketball player, is 12. So if you can read between the lines, backwards or frontwards, those are people that did that to me because I'm speaking out. And they ain't gonna stop. I don't care about no police.
You ain't gonna stop?
I don't care about no police.
But they called the cops on you.
Man, what that mean? I didn't do felony time. I didn't do misdemeanor time. I did federal time.
Right.
So this is not no federal stuff situation, man.
But see, this is what happened when you have city councilmen who weaponize the police department, who weaponize the city council to do whatever they want. You got to ask yourself, this is America. This is also a city in America. There are rules, and the rules are made to be followed. That's why we support SB 473.
Because of this.
And to be honest with you, that's not enough. The federal government needs to come in and enforce RICO laws. Because if you didn't have property before you became a city councilman, and now you got 11, 13, 14 buildings downtown, how'd you get them?
How you get it? You ain't have 2 nickels or 2 pennies to rub together, and now you own 13 properties. People, ain't nobody stupid. Ain't nobody stupid.
And constantly voting for taxpayers' grant money to go downtown where you have businesses. And then you got other people that got businesses down there that ain't seeing a dime of that money. Some of them been in business 30 years, 40 years, and they're black. And ain't seeing a dime of that money.
Let me tell Mr. Carmen.
If you ain't on the Friends and Family plan.
Let me tell Mr. Kenia's Dancy this.
He don't even live in the city,
He don't even
man.
live in the city. You running all the way to Rocky Mount talking about a Confederate flag statue. You skipped the one out. You skipped the one over Tarboro. Why you didn't stop talking Tarboro because you like 5 miles away from Tarboro? Get that Confederate flag out of there. And then another thing, I'm going to keep talking about OIC, the NAACP. Long they stay in the building of OIC, pay $10 a month rent a year, $10 a rent a month for that big building, and the NAACP is in there, and the OIC is in there, and the city of Rocky. See, this is what people are saying. The city of Rocky Mount is in there, the OIC is in there, and the NAACP. So you said don't, man, shut them down. Somebody come here and talk about OIC or the NAACP. y'all ain't a taxpayer bill by the citizens. So we can talk about that money coming through there. So you can shut up.
Taxpayer
I done told you one time before.
Man, that clown ain't even from the city, man.
I done told him one time when I called him at the gas tank, he looked like he had a lot of popcorn in his mouth. He was choking. See, Rocky Mountain is just like this. We'll see each other.
That's right.
We'll see each other.
But a point, baby.
And guess what I told him?
I
told, oh boy, it's just easy. This is just easy. It's easy to get you here, man.
Nah, don't say that.
It's easy to get you here.
He's just joking because you'll be down there
man, I don't
calling
care.
the cops, taking out warrants.
I don't care. He should have called
the
cops when that man in Southwest slapped him.
Oh, he called the pimp smack?
He told the sheriff. The sheriff said, I ain't see it.
Oh, he called the pimp hand?
Yeah. Oh, they were talking about somebody's son.
Did they put the baby powder on their hand before they slapped him?
Man, they slapped him like a pimp. Bronson got him on the show. I didn't hear from him in two weeks.
Oh.
I thought he had disappeared. I thought he took a lot of PTO time at Honeywell. Because when he on the phone, he at work.
Oh, not at work.
Yeah, at work, still in time. He on the clock, still in time. So, brother, you can't talk to me talking about, like somebody else. I work. Brother, I work too. I put in my 3 years at Purdue. And I'm drawing unemployment now. So what?
Did he caught the pimp hand?
Yeah.
Dude put the baby powder in his hand before he smacked him.
They said the man slapped him. They thought somebody hit somebody out there on the field. That's Southwest. I bet you won't run his mouth out there no more. Gummy mouth.
This dude don't even live in Rocky Mountain. And he got so much to say. Dude, you ain't even a resident. We already told you can't vote for the dog catcher. You can't vote for nothing in this city.
You can't vote for nothing. Can't vote for trash pickup. You can't vote for nothing, bro. You don't even stay in Pine Top. You still on, like going to Green on the outside of Pine Top on 43. Bro, God, no. Stay out of people's business.
He want to be part of Rocky Mountain so bad.
But them guys,
get over here.
Them city councils are polices, man. See, now I'm going to keep talking my junk. I don't care, man. I'll lay down. You put me to the cross and lay me down, nigga. Jail don't scare me, but it scare y'all. It'll scare y'all.
25 months ain't enough, bro.
Hey, me.
It ain't enough.
It's 25.
Like, the feds need to come in here. Listen. They need to bring the RICO Act because what they're doing is not cool. They stealing and from the black community. And then you got a nerve to say racism? Man. All the damage y'all did to the African side? I don't get that.
And I understand that. And you're absolutely right. Before we get off this video, we want to say something. You read up on something in Fayetteville about how many city councils are black down there?
Oh, you got these city councilmen claiming that SB 473 is racist. You have hundreds of black city councilmen throughout the state of North Carolina. Mm-hmm. Fayetteville has 9 city council seats. 2 of the seats are white. The rest of them are black. So there are 7. There's a majority in Fayetteville. They not running around here talking that black leadership garbage. And on top of that, they got a black mayor. They're not contesting SB 473. The only ones that are contesting it are people that's doing something that got something to hide.
Stealing. Hand in the cookie jar.
Hand in the cookie jar.
And the reason...
What kind of cookies?
They got chocolate chips.
Chocolate chip?
Yeah.
Chips Ahoy?
Yeah, that's what they got. But the people in Fayetteville, you got to understand, they don't sit on the City Rocky Mountain board. They don't sit on the OIC board. That's why everything goes smooth. These guys are fighting for their lives. They know that money going to stop coming. Once this bill happens, and they need to start coming. Because you need to spend the money like it's supposed to be spent. Look, it's not going to affect the poor people. It's not going to hurt us. If we don't vote on it, it's not going to hurt it if we do vote on it. One thing we want to vote for the bill 473 to pass because we tired of the same people getting everything. We haven't got nothing in 20 years where we from.
Exactly.
In 20 years.
You got these guys that been in here almost 2 generations. And then by them being, what have they done for the black boys? Y'all keep voting to send $500,000 and some change downtown where you got businesses. Twice this year. You voted for $560-something thousand to go downtown where you got businesses. Then you turn around in the budget to send another $552,000 downtown where you got businesses, which is $1.1 million. But I bet you over 10 years, you haven't voted to put at least $500,000 in the black wards on the Edgecombe side. Y'all haven't even put pharmacies on that side. There's maybe 1-2 pharmacies over there. Y'all have not done anything to make that particular area attractive enough to big box companies to want to come over there and open up shop. That's because you're only concerned about your own pockets, brother. Stop doing what you're doing. It is not a racist bill, and it doesn't go far enough. We need something done now. Y'all dudes need to be in jail for what y'all did to the Edgecombe side of Rocky Mountain.
Oh, boy, that's what it's y'all fault. And people got to understand, in Nashville, you have women. You have an all-women city council, and they don't have no problem with this. It's always men, yo. It's always people trying to act like me. There's always people trying to act like me.
Trying to act like that.
You gotta understand what their background. They never been nothing in their background. Growing up and none of that. They've never been there. So now when they get the power, it's just like a young boy that been getting his butt kicked, and when he was young, then he become a police officer. Now he big and tough.
Right.
That's the persona they portray. It's like Death Row Rackers right now. You got Suge Knight, Snoop Dogg, you got all the corrupt dads. You know, you got all of these guys just think they supposed to have their way like baby. Get some milk bottles. Stop crying. Pesticides. Just stop crying.
And why they crying? They is really crying, bro.
Man, they don't
about
want
that SB 470.
Cause you know why they crying? Cause you're broke. You ain't got no money. Cause they know that this thing passed. You're broke. You're on your own. You'll be selling your business in 6 months. You'll be shut down, closed. So don't act like y'all about something, do something. It's probably like 70 business down there. But guess what? Out of 70 business, only 6-7 business keep getting the same money every year. That's why the bill need to be focused on and passed.
And it's crazy how they using the city council to take these people property, especially a black man who's well known in Rocky Mount. And what they doing ain't cool. And you talking about 9 people properties that are downtown that are either a block away or somehow connected to the entertainment center. They are taking these people property. This is what you do in third world countries. This ain't what you do in America. You use the city council to take these people properties? It's not right.
And guess what? This look, God just sent me this message. God got to give it to y'all. Okay. Let's do this. The Merchant Association got about 70 business downtown. Let them vote on it. Let them vote on wherever they say it goes. We'll get behind it. Let them people down there that got their business, been out for 4 or 5 years, and they ain't never received the money. Let them vote on the bill, the SB 473. Just do a test run of how many people will vote on it down there, and I guarantee you.
Shit, ask the citizens of Rocky Mountain.
Oh, they definitely pay. But ask the people down there that got their own business, and they still won't pass. Because they feel like they've been neglected. They ain't been given no money to help with their business. Ask them. Ask the Merchant Association about that bill and see what they tell you about.
The Merchants Association?
Yeah, all the business downtown.
Yeah.
They ain't getting no money down there like that.
Certain people.
Yeah, it's only certain 7 people the most.
And for taxpayer money that's going downtown, how come there's no accountability? How come we don't, as taxpayers, know where our tax dollars go when they go downtown? What's the format? Who gets these grants? What was the qualifying factor for certain people to get these grants? Why, as taxpayers, we don't know this? Why is it such a secret?
It's a
mystery.
They got these backdoor meetings. They might be on the beach having a meeting with the 4 blacks and say, we're going to do this because Santa Robinson ain't going to let this pass. Then Richard Joyner become the mayor pro tem. That's how they get a lot of stuff through. When Richard Joyner become the mayor pro tem, they get a lot of stuff through. They be doing these, orchestrating these backdoor meetings and make sure the money go there. But listen, bro, like I keep telling you, you gave the community $50,000 while y'all get $500,000 downtown. $50,000 is not going to help no program, bro. It's not going to help.
And you split it amongst
man.
$50,000 for 7 wards.
I'm gonna call.
How do that work?
I'm gonna call before I get off this. I'm gonna call all these organizations that got money. The Boys and Girls Club don't do shit for Edgecombe County.
How much they get?
They got 20.
50?
They
What,
got
20?
They got 20. I want to say they got $20,000.
They got more than the wards got.
Listen, the show did. Ripley Effect. What have she done in the community?
Who?
Ripley Effect.
What the hell is that?
I don't know what organization. I never heard of it passing out bags. What have they done?
Oh, how much
Then
they
you
get?
get. She got almost $35,000 to $40,000. She got her money
Still
19,
more than the
10,
boys
and
got.
5. But the thing is, you get the Bassett Center $7,000. You get the shelter $30,000 or $25,000. Shelter need to get the money. The homeless people need to get the money. I'm not mad about that. But Leonard Lee talking about some other stuff. Man, they ain't helping 2 teams every year to play each other 14 times out of 3 months. And you gave them some money? Man, we need to make up a non-profit. Let's make up a non-profit. Maybe we get some
They
money.
will give us no money.
They give us some
They will
money.
give us some money.
Because all you gotta do is make up a non-profit. It's
They
just
will
like
give us no
it's just
money.
like these people these PPP loans. They make it up these fake business and they give them the money. That's all they do. It's a scam. It's a scam, bro. So what I got to say, people, we got to keep these people accountable for all this stuff. So we went over our timeline, but one thing I got to say, do you smell what the Rock is cooking? Have a nice day.